It was a Tuesday night in Los Angeles, November 25, 2025. The city's lights glowed, but the brightest were inside Crypto.com Arena. Home to both the Lakers and Clippers, this arena is the battleground for the battle for LA. The rivalry is fierce. Lakers, with their storied history and championship banners, versus the Clippers, always fighting for respect. The Lakers are legends: Magic, Kareem, Kobe. The Clippers, the underdogs, have built strong teams in recent years, hungry to prove themselves. On this night, the stakes were higher than ever. The Lakers were hot, riding a 4-game win streak and a 12-4 record. The Clippers, struggling at 5-12, desperately needed a win. Beating the Lakers would be a turning point for the Clippers' season. The crowd was electric, every play met with thunderous cheers. This wasn't just a regular season game, it was about city pride. For the Lakers, a chance to assert dominance. For the Clippers, a shot at redemption. Every basket, every whistle, every defensive stop felt monumental. The battle for LA always delivers drama, but tonight, something truly unexpected was about to unfold. The tension was palpable, the anticipation building with every second. Fans knew anything could happen in this rivalry. The city was watching, waiting for a hero to emerge. The players felt the weight of history and the promise of a new chapter. This was more than basketball. It was a fight for identity. And as the game tipped off, everyone sensed this night would be unforgettable. The stage was set for a showdown that would be talked about for years. In the battle for LA, legends are made in moments like these. Meet Kris Dunn, the Clippers' veteran guard. At 31, he's not the flashiest name on the roster, but he's the team's spark plug, tough, relentless, and always hustling. Dunn's role isn't to be the top scorer. He's there to disrupt, defend, and energize. This season he'd been quiet offensively, scoring under 10 points in his last 7 games. But every player wants to contribute, and Dunn was hungry to break out of his slump. His career has been a journey: high draft pick, multiple teams, injuries, and constant battles for a roster spot. That resilience is why the Clippers trust him. He never backs down, no matter the challenge. On this night, with the Clippers struggling and facing their biggest rival, Dunn had something to prove. The stage was massive, the pressure intense. He was ready to leave it all on the floor. For Dunn, this was more than a game. It was a chance to remind everyone of his impact. He wanted to help his team snap their losing streak and reignite their season. The spotlight was on the stars, but sometimes, it's the underdog who changes everything. Dunn was determined to seize his moment. The Clippers needed a hero, and Dunn was ready to answer the call. In rivalry games, unexpected players often rise. Tonight, Dunn was ready to be that guy. The city was watching, and so was his team. This wasn't just a rivalry game, it was an NBA Cup showdown. The NBA Cup, a new in-season tournament, adds extra fire to select regular season games. Teams are split into groups, battling for a spot in the knockout rounds and a shot at the trophy. These games count double, for the season standings and for the cup. The Lakers and Clippers, in the same group, had even more to play for. A Lakers win would nearly guarantee advancement. For the Clippers, it was do or die. The pressure was intense. Every possession, every loose ball, every whistle mattered. The court itself looked different, painted for the tournament, a constant reminder of what was at stake. The atmosphere was playoff-like, the energy off the charts. For the Lakers, it was about maintaining dominance. For the Clippers, survival. The NBA Cup was designed for drama, and this battle for LA delivered. Both teams played with urgency, knowing a single loss could end their cup dreams. The stakes were clear: win and keep hope alive, lose and face elimination. The rivalry had never felt bigger. Every player knew this was more than just another game. The city's pride, and a shot at a new trophy, hung in the balance. The game was a war from the opening tip. The Lakers, led by Luka Doncic, built a lead, but the Clippers, fueled by James Harden and a surging Kris Dunn, refused to fold. As the fourth quarter ticked down, the tension was suffocating. Lakers up 123-113, under 4 minutes left. Dunn was everywhere, draining threes, attacking the rim, igniting his team. With 3:30 left, Dunn drove, dished to Zubac for a basket, and momentum shifted. But as Dunn's momentum carried him forward, he bumped into Doncic. Doncic hit the floor, maybe selling the contact, maybe not. The crowd held its breath. The rivalry's heat was about to boil over. The play was over, But the real drama was just beginning. Dunn and Doncic locked eyes, neither backing down. In games like this, even a minor bump can spark fireworks. The arena buzzed with anticipation, sensing a confrontation. The Clippers were surging, the Lakers desperate to hold them off. The smallest spark can ignite a fire in a rivalry this fierce. In that moment, emotions took over. The next few seconds would change everything. The battle for LA was about to erupt, and the world was watching. Doncic sprang up, furious, confronting Dunn face to face. The two exchanged heated words, chest to chest, as teammates and referees closed in. Dunn, riding the adrenaline of his best game, didn't back down. Suddenly, he shoved the ball into Doncic's chest, a clear act of aggression. Doncic stepped back, hands up, trying not to escalate. But Dunn wasn't done. He swung his arm at Doncic, open-handed but unmistakable. Chaos erupted. Lakers center Jaxsonhayes stormed in, shoving Dunn hard. Players from both teams rushed in, pushing and shouting. The referees blew their whistles, scrambling to restore order. Coaches yelled from the sidelines, trying to pull their players away. The arena was in chaos. What had been a thrilling game was now a full-blown altercation. Dunn kept shouting, Hayes had to be restrained. The rivalry had exploded into a melee. The referees worked to separate the teams, the crowd roaring with every shove. In seconds, the game's intensity had turned into outright hostility. The battle for LA had reached a boiling point. With tempers flaring, the referees huddled at the scorer's table for a hostile act review. The game paused, the crowd buzzing with speculation. On the monitor, every angle was scrutinized. The bump, the confrontation, Dunn's ball shove, his swing, Hayes' retaliatory shove. The NBA rulebook is clear. Unsportsmanlike conduct means technical fouls, and 2 techs mean ejection. Hayes received a technical for his shove. Dunn got one for the ball push and another for the swing. 2 techs, automatic ejection. The head referee signaled. Dunn was out. His night, and possibly the Clippers' hopes, ended in an instant. The crowd reacted, some in shock, some in approval. The referees restored order, but the damage was done. The Clippers lost their spark plug at the worst possible moment. The Lakers gained momentum. The Clippers lost composure. The hostile act review had changed the game's course. Dunn's incredible night was over, not with a celebration, but with a walk to the locker room. The battle for LA had claimed another victim to emotion. Dunn's ejection ended what was easily his best game of the season. In 30 minutes, he scored 19 points, his season high, on 8 of 13 shooting, including 3 three-pointers. He added 3 assists and a steal, finally breaking out of his scoring slump. Against the Lakers, in a high-stakes game, Dunn had delivered. But his night was cut short by a moment of lost control. The Clippers lost their momentum and their best performer when they needed him most. Instead of a triumphant story, Dunn's night became a cautionary tale. His performance was overshadowed by the altercation and ejection. For a player fighting for respect, it was a bitter twist. The Clippers' hopes faded as Dunn walked off the court. A season-changing night, undone in seconds. Sometimes the line between hero and headline is razor-thin. After the chaos, the Lakers took control. Free throws from the technicals extended their lead. The Clippers, deflated without Dunn, couldn't mount a comeback. The Lakers closed strong, winning 135-118. Luka Doncic was unstoppable, 43 points, 9 rebounds, 13 assists. The Lakers' 5th straight win pushed them to 13-4 and solidified their NBA Cup position. For the Clippers, Harden's 29 points weren't enough. Their record dropped to 5-13, and their Cup hopes vanished. The loss stung, another setback in a season full of them. The Lakers celebrated on their shared home court. The Clippers were left searching for answers. The battle for LA belonged to the Lakers. Again. For the Clippers, the questions only grew. Dunn's ejection could mean more trouble. Suspension looms as the league reviews the incident. The Clippers, already struggling, can't afford to lose him. This game summed up their season, flashes of hope, undone by frustration. Discipline and composure are now urgent priorities. Dunn's passion is an asset, but he must channel it wisely. The Clippers need his energy on the court, not in the locker room. The Western Conference is unforgiving. Every game matters. The team must regroup, learn, and move forward. In the NBA, one moment can change everything. The Clippers' fight continues, if they can keep their cool.